Hey everybody, it is ElCid 932 on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. We are here for Unscripted. This is where you, the chat, decide what we're going to talk about. And y'all certainly had a lot to say last week. We had someone come in and kick in the door, and we were talking about all kinds of Love is Blind, Brazil. We were talking all kinds of stuff, and y'all gave me homework. I gave you a post where that's where you post what would we like to talk about, and then I gave you homework based on what we chatted about, and then here we are, because y'all had me working. Y'all don't realize Love is Blind Denver, which is season 9, they dropped 6 episodes. I had to cover that. I'm covering Maths UK. That has got 5 episodes each week, and y'all gave me homework. But I came through for y'all, okay? It's Friday. It's Friday. And Sam is here. Hey, Sam. Glad to have you here. Hey, Cheryl Davis. Yay, we are here. We're here for a Friday to set off our Friday well, okay? So what we talked about last week, y'all, we were talking about good-looking men and women of all ages, okay? That's was the homework. Good-looking men and women, and even those who caught the replay, thank you, sis, Twyla 310, even those who caught the replay got into the action, and they gave their names for good-looking people. I asked for someone who is, in the over 50. I asked for somebody who's like 30s and 40s. And I asked for who are the young people in their 20s that we could kind of like talk about, work through. And I did a collage. Well, not a real collage, but I slapped them all on. I put them all on there. I have the gents and the ladies separately. But I did the homework. Y'all gave me all the names in the chat. I got all the names, all the people, everybody's there, okay? So I'm sorry. Somebody asked for Channing Tatum. I hope I put his name right in the thing. They asked for the bald version of him. I couldn't find a good bald version of him. So I hope you'll just blink twice so that you could kind of envision him without hair. Okay? So one of the other questions was about, and I think I'll wait till folks come in. So let's talk about the ladies first. Ladies first, okay? Queen Latifah in command. And y'all, to let you know what year in music, because the members know. The members always know ahead of time what year in music. Today we're doing 1962. We're doing the charts, of course. It'll be the top 10 of 1962 to all around, and then it'll be the top R&B. Now, we'll tell you 1962 was before I was born. It was before I was even conceived. So many of these songs I really didn't know. So I'm trusting you in the chat to be like, oh, this was a good song. That was a good song. I don't know most of them. I know some of them, if they transcended 62, if they transcended into the 70s, I know the song. But 1962 is a little too early for me, okay? 1962 was a little too early for me. Cheryl Davis says, I was 6. She was here, okay? She was here in 1962. My parents hadn't even met. 1962. My parents weren't even legal. I'm sorry. My parents weren't even legal in 1962. Wow. I think Cheryl Davis, I think my mother was about the same age. I think my mother was about 6, maybe 5 in 62. Okay. Daggone it. And my father was older than her, so he definitely was probably in double-digit ages. But daggone it, Cheryl Davis, you put it in perspective for me. Sam says, I was on my few years later. Okay, 1970. Okay. Sam is like, I was on my way. So let's talk about the ladies, okay? I'm going to take y'all comments down. These were the ladies y'all said, and I stuck a few in there, some of my picks, okay? These are the ladies that y'all said, y'all put in the chat. Now, the ladies I added was Zoe Saldana and Paula Patton. Those were the only 2 I added. Okay, so these were all the ladies, and I need to take that overlay down so we could, I don't want to cover the beauty that is Layla Rashawn. Okay. Do not want to cover her beauty. But I only added the last two on all the way on the other side, Paula Patton and Zoe Saldana. Those are the only two I added. But y'all had some great picks. Some of these ladies I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Some of these ladies I really didn't know. Okay. Yes, all beautiful ladies in their own right. I did not know Melinda Williams. I did not know her name or know her as an actress. I did not know Lisa Milan. Now I knew of her, okay? Because the person who put her in the post, reminded me that she is from the Housewives of Dubai. And I used to watch the Housewives of Dubai because those ladies really had money. Hey, Cross Country Cruise, her. Glad to see you. Glad to have you here. We're going over the names of the folks that was put in the chat post. We were talking about people who were absolutely gorgeous, of all age groups. And I wanted to make sure we had over 50, 30s and 40s and 20s. So these were the ladies y'all put in the chat, and y'all kind of school me. I didn't know about Lily James. Well, I've seen her face, I'm sure, but I didn't know her name was Lily James. And I definitely didn't know Normani. I didn't know at all. Okay, I didn't know. You didn't know Lily? I didn't either. Or Lisa? Me neither. Lily or Lisa? I knew Lisa in passing, but Lisa wasn't my favorite in Housewives of Dubai. There's another housewife from the first season. Oh, she reminds me of Iman. And if you watch Housewives of Dubai, please remind me of her name. I just stopped watching it. But she reminds me of Iman. She is tall, absolutely chocolate, dark chocolate. And she got an attitude. And I love her attitude. That's the lady from Housewives of Dubai that I kind of pay attention to. But I remember Lisa Milan. When I used to watch Housewives, I only watched Beverly Hills and Dubai because I knew those ladies had moolah, okay? Cheddar, the green. But these are the ladies that y'all have put in the comment, and I wanted to make sure I got all of their photos, okay? This was just to say these were ladies we considered beautiful. Some people say it was girl crush, and if I had to say my favorite, yes, Mundust Angel. Yours look like Grace Jones. Well, that is the highest compliment because for me, Grace Jones is everything. For me, Grace Jones is everything. I love you, Cheryl Lee Ralph. I do. Leela Rashawn, I do. But Grace Jones? Stranger? What? Her acting, her modeling, everything. Grace Jones was it for me. The it. She still is the it girl for me. Y'all better not snooze on, Grace Jones. Now, when I fell in love with Grace Jones, all the way in love with Grace Jones, was, y'all know it, Conan the Destroyer. When she came through, and with her fighting skills on Conan the Destroyer, oh, I was done for. I was absolutely done for. Done for. And if you have not seen Grace Jones and Conan the Destroyer, that is your homework activity. That is your homework activity. And if you have not seen her as Stranger in Boomerang, that is your homework activity. Because you see both. You see her as a strong, woman that is fighting. And then you see her as the supermodel that she is, called Stranger for Lady Eloise Cosmetics. Don't have me go start talking about Boomerang. And I did a recap of Boomerang. It's on the channel where I said Angela is the true villain. And, I'm glad some of you agree with me. But Grace Jones, for me, is the pinnacle. That's why she top center. Okay? And it's only for the ladies. The men isn't like that. That's why she top center. Yeah, she was on James Bond too. Love her voice. Yes, absolutely. There wasn't any way that Grace Jones couldn't be. And she had an album. She put music out. There wasn't any place that Grace Jones didn't say, I am here and I'm going to be successful and I'm going to make you look twice. So these were the ladies y'all put in the, in the comment section of the post. And I appreciate it. And because of that appreciation, I was able to make this, collage. I just put in Zoe Saldana and Paula Patton were my two favorites. Y'all realize I didn't put my MC Light in there. I didn't have enough time. That's why I was like a minute late. I didn't put MC Light in there. But I didn't want to start, conflict, because if I put in MC Light, I also got to put in Queen LATIFAH in command. I also got to put her. Okay. So let's talk about the gents. Let's talk about the gents. These were the gentlemen that y'all put in there. Okay. Okay. Yes, Zoe Saldana is quite pretty. Yes, she is. These were the gents. Now, the reason why Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael B. Jordan are together there is because I found a picture with the two of them together. I think it was Jake Gyllenhaal's birthday, and MBJ was congratulating him. So I just put it together. I said, whatever. Who was I surprised at? Giancarlo Esposito? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I mean, from all the way from School Days, Big Brother Almighty. I mean, again, this man is aging like fine wine. Like, you don't even want to disturb the bottle because it's aging well. Oh, Mr. Esposito. Yes, Jean Page. Yes, he is also absolutely gorgeous as a young man. Ben Wallace. Okay, whoever suggested Ben Wallace, that's for you. Okay. Liam Neeson. Now, who I did not know that Sean Blakemore at the top. I'd never seen him before, ever. Sean Blakemore. Whoever put Sean Blakemore on the list? Thank you kindly, because that brother. And I put in a regular picture. If you ever Google him, he is in a 3-piece suit, a buttercream 3-piece suit. And I said, no, I can't put that picture because that's just too much. I can't. Let me just put him in this regular old outfit, but him in this cream 3-piece suit looking delish. Whoever put Sean Blakemore, thank you very much. Thank you for putting him on the list. But these are the gentlemen. Steven Jackson ain't really for me, but hey, this list was, fan created. Okay. Fan created for fan enjoyment. So all of these gentlemen were who you guys put up there as, men that are handsome, no matter the age group. This is my viewers' picks for very handsome men out there doing their thing. Okay. Some of them, if they are married, we are respectful of their marriage and their relationship status. We are just admiring that these men are quite handsome. Okay. We just admiring God's gifts. Okay. They are just quite handsome. So whoever put Sean Blakemore, thank you very much. I'll keep on saying that because I did not know. I ended up on a rabbit hole. And you see, he was like the third one I pulled, or the fourth one. And I almost didn't get to the other people. I'm sorry. And I had to put him next to Mr. Esposito because absolutely fine man. And every time Esposito is a bad guy, he is a good guy in my head. I'm sorry. Every time Esposito is a bad guy, he is good guy in my head. Yummy men all around for the most part. Yes, we have those who like hair, don't like hair. We have basketball, we have acting, mainly basketball and acting. Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. Mainly basketball and acting. Okay. Yeah, mainly that. I don't see any singers. We didn't get any singers in the midst, but this was a great group. Sure, my age, but no Billy D. Williams. Cheryl Davis, you got part of my mama's name, okay? And yes, if I had asked my mama, she would say, "Where is Billy D. Williams?" Because ain't nobody. If you're gonna talk about Grace Jones this and Grace Jones that, where's my Billy D. Williams? My mother would be saying the same thing, Cheryl. There is no manly man out there unless there is Billy D. Williams. I understand, Cheryl Davis. I just was caught up with I'm going to blame Sean Blakemore and whoever suggested him, Cheryl. That is going to be the excuse that I am going to run with because I was distracted. So I couldn't go in, into the bag and find anyone else. Okay. So I'm not going to say who suggested him. You can certainly go look at the post. The post is going to be up for you to browse, and you could certainly look and see who suggested him. And they're the ones that distracted me from really going deep and pulling Billy D. Williams out of there. Sidney Poitier would have been on the list too. Okay. Harry Belafonte would definitely have been on the list, but I was distracted. And let me see who suggested Blake Moore. Who was it that suggested Blake Moore? Because I think I need to put them on blast because they put me on blast right here. Right here. Who suggested Mr. Blake Moore? Because it seems to me that I should not be the only one taking the heat from Cheryl. Okay? I should not be the only one taking the heat from Cheryl right now. Because all I did was copy paste everything that y'all put in here. Okay. Everything y'all put in here, I just copy pasted. Oh, I see who did it. And if I see them in the chat, I'm gonna tell on them, Cheryl. They ain't in the chat right now. Okay. We know Elsa's type outside of her handsome husband. Oh yeah, you know my type. Mr. Esposito is my type. Definitely. Sean Blakemore, y'all, I keep saying his name too much. Now, Jason Momoa is, newly divorced. Jason Momoa, handsome man, very, very handsome man. And, when I like a Jason Momoa type, you gotta have the long hair. I'm sorry, gotta have the long hair. So for me, just like the person wanting Channing Tatum with bald head, then I need Brad Pitt when he had the longer hair to his shoulders. I'm sorry. I'm kind of partial to that. Is he your hall pass? No. No. When my grandparents were alive, they had each other's, they were, of course, my first ones hearing that. And my grandfather was absolutely in love with Sophia Loren. So if I was going Cheryl, just like you wanted Billy D. Williams, my grandfather would have been like, where is Sophia Loren? Where is she? So he loved that woman all. Okay. Now my good friends, my friends who know my entire name knows that my name, my middle name was given to me by him in honor of her. That's how much he loved that woman. Sophia Loren, that's how much he loved that woman. And he would have been like, where's Sophia Loren? She needs to be on that list. She needs to be on that list. Okay. So what happened is, my grandfather used to always say, and that back in those days, she would have been at the top of her game. And my grandmother would just laugh at him and she would just, get a good giggle. And I'll be like, why would you giggle? Your husband is saying that he would cheat on you with another woman. She's like, listen to me. Ain't no way he ain't ever gonna meet that woman. So I have nothing to worry about. I said, daggone it. So the whole hall pass, Moondust Angel, that to me is hilarious. But back in the day, she would not be accessible. Right now, you could probably find her on TikTok and send her a message. So it's different now. But back then, my grandma was like, and even if she met him, she ain't gonna give him a time of day. Because remember, my grandfather was of a shorter stature. My grandfather was 5'2", if so much, and my grandmother's 5'9". So she's like, ain't no way Sophia Loren gonna be, looking at him with his short chocolate self, okay, dark chocolate self, and then decide that she gonna take him from his wife. So she's like, I ain't got nothing to worry about. So again, that's how I kind of learned the whole hall pass thing. Is like, I ain't got nothing to worry about. That person, one ain't gonna meet you, and even if they did, they ain't gonna try and take you. Yeah, she was very secure, absolutely secure with my grandma. Sorry to block you, Idris, but we need to see the chat, okay? We need to see the chat. But these are the gentlemen. Again, these are the gentlemen. But yes, my favorite. Somebody introduced me to Sean Blakemore. That is my favorite, and Mr. Esposito. But you see, Mr. Esposito is part of my growing up. He was Big Brother Almighty in School Days. Spike Lee School Days, he was phenomenal to me. That's when you first met Lawrence Fishburne. Really, you got the song "Doing the Butt." You got the whole HBCU experience on the television. Absolute superstars. You saw Samuel L. Jackson was there in his bell bottoms and the butterfly collar shirt. You had all of that. So Mr. Esposito, for me, so many people know him from Breaking Bad and other things. I know him from way back when Tisha Campbell used to lick the center part in his head on School Days. Y'all heard me. If you ain't seen School Days, that is also part of your homework. That's also part of your homework. School Days, DAZE. It is a Spike Lee production. Unpopular opinion, but Brad Pitt isn't for me. I do love older guys though. I understand. Do you fancy Samuel L. Jackson? Of course, yes. Yes. One handsome man, but more his personality. Again, he's New York. More his personality and the way he behaves. I think that's my personal opinion. His portrayal of Jules in Pulp Fiction, that's really Samuel L. Jackson. I think that's him, the personality wise. Sean Connery, yes, definitely. Sean Connery, is up there with Bruce Willis. Sorry that he is certainly going through a trying time right now, Bruce Willis, but definitely Bruce Willis. Yes, say what? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you. Say what again? And don't forget what his wallet said. He's a bad what? Okay. So I'm telling you, Pulp Fiction. I think, I also did a recap of Pulp Fiction. With all was able to put in like snippets of my favorite scenes in there, like little enough snippets that it wouldn't cause, friction. So, Spike Lee Productions, I love his movies, and I also love Quentin Tarantino movies. So definitely, say what again? You say, oh, a big kahuna burger. You know about that? You know what they call a burger in France? Check out the big brain on Brad. I have a cousin though. She could say the entire movie, all the lines. She got it memorized. She's got one of those brains. But I know, several things. Yes. What does Marcellus Wallace look like? Does he look like a? Then why are you trying to do him like one, Brad? Why are you trying to do him like one? Hey. But no, that was John Travolta's big comeback movie, Pulp Fiction. See how this transcends this conversation? We started off here. We start talking about Samuel L. Jackson. Then we talking about Pulp Fiction. This is what Unscripted is all about. We just talk about whatever comes to mind for the chat. That's what we do. That's what we do around here. We talk about what comes to mind to the chat. But one of the posts asked about, do you think it's helpful to know one's zodiac sign? Do you think having knowledge can greatly assist with how we treat each other and understand each other? I do think in some ways it does. Okay, let me take the men down. I do think your zodiac sign in some ways, but you don't exhibit all signs. You don't exhibit all the traits of your sign. So let's start off the conversation there. So if you know your zodiac sign, it is certainly helpful. I know I am a fire sign. And I know my behavior traits sometimes, the way my mouth can be reckless at times. I know that is part of my fire sign. But am I as stingy as sometimes people say of my fire sign? No. There's several traits of my sign that I do not exhibit, and that's okay. That's okay. Impulsive. I am not impulsive as my sign denotes. Adventurous, with some things. Competitive, yes. Can be sometimes aggressive, yes. Energetic, right now, no. Not after watching all them episodes and filming and putting all that stuff on social media. Pioneering spirit, sometimes with some things. A natural inclination for leadership, yeah, but sometimes I just want to rest. I need to stop telling other people what to do. Some zodiac signs are mean, though. I am one of the mean zodiac signs. I'm a fire sign too, far too blunt. Yes, I'm one of the mean fire signs, but I had to work on being mean. because I was mean. The ElCid of today is not ElCid of her 20s. Okay. ElCid of her 20s, Miss ElCid and I talk about this. We would never have dated in our 20s. Never, ever have dated. I would have been a little too, as Munda Danger said, too blunt. The Brooklyn in me was always out. And if you look at me kind of sideways, or I think you're looking at me in a certain manner, I would have been like, well, what's up? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Definitely we would not have worked out, because he would have seen me as this, forward, aggressive, insensitive, girl that, and then I used to dress differently. I used to, dress more like the guys. I would be wearing my, white tees and my plaid shirts over it. And I used to dress like the boys with my Tims and stuff. So definitely, unless you're looking for a boyish looking girl, he wasn't going to be checking for me at all. And then I wanted to fight. So ain't no way. Ain't no way. With his sensitive cancer self. Y'all know he's cancer. And he wasn't too, but he was the quiet type, and I ain't messing with somebody who quiet in the corner, or quiet, holding the wall up. Okay. I find it helpful to a point. It gives me a bit of heads up as to what I might be dealing with. Yes, because now we know, Sam, that you are the sensitive type. Now we totally understand how you move in the chat and on the live. I tell it like it is for sure. A lot of people are not ready for it when it happens. They're not. Hey, Ari, glad to see you. You were making a video for meeting the maths cast. Yay! Oh, you're going to be covering maths? I'm just going to watch. A lumberjack Elsa is on. It wasn't, because I used to have my hair always back in a severe bun. Oh, because I didn't want my hair. My mother wanted me to have my hair. But I wanted to make it look short like the guys. And I used to, wrap the girls up and try to be as flat chested as possible. I was trying to be one of the fellas. I'm sorry. I was, and then when you can't tie the girls down, but so much, because they are growing of their own accord, you're like, daggone it. I got to be a girl around these guys. Okay. How do I determine my identity? Okay. How do I keep my identity around these dudes? And it's like, once you grow up, because one of the dudes, our parents were pregnant at the same time. So we grew up truly from Pampers. So there was never any, never any look-see, because that was my brother. Still is my brother. I was excited to talk about the tea, or what the tea I wanted to talk about. I know some of the tea, Ari. I know some of the tea. If y'all are watching, Maps is coming the 23rd of October. They're dropping 4 episodes. It's on Peacock. So if you are watching Married at First Sight, where people meet each other and marry at the altar, here's some tea. And still go see Ari's channel and make sure. But here's a little bit of tea that I'm going to pour. There's a mother-daughter. Okay, there's a mother marrying, an older gent. They usually stick with people in their 20s and 30s, but there's, going to be 60, 60 something year old. Okay, so there's a mother marrying a stranger, and there's a daughter marrying a stranger. And I think that's an unfair advantage, because now, baby girl gonna have mama that she gonna go cry on her shoulder down the hall. Here's the big T, y'all. Bring it in. The big T is on the preview. On the preview, on decision day, a bride turns to her groom and say, "I'm pregnant." Did y'all hear me? This thing is only an 8-week thing. I think it's 8 weeks, right? Right, Ari? It's only two months, 2. She is with child by decision day. So y'all know they were getting it in from the first night. Had to be, unless you came that way. Unless you came to the show that way. Unless she came to the show that way, we don't know. We don't know. You said, pregnant. Just like that too. Yes, 8 weeks. And you know what the rules are in the US? If they are in a state, which is Texas, if they're in a state that got that 6 weeks rule, by the time decision day, she can't make any decisions. It is already made for her. Yes, Cheryl Davis. Ooh. You know what? Since Cheryl Davis said it, let me yes, she said she's pregnant. Yes, she is with child. Tell it, Joan. Tell it, Joan. Okay? Tell it, Joan. Moondust Angel is telling Sam, since Sam is our sensitive Cancer in the midst, and we have several Cancers in the midst. Nothing wrong with wearing your heart on your sleeve. That can be enduring to a lot of people. It can be, Moondust Angel, but what I find with a lot of Cancers is that sometimes certain signs will kind of roll over them. If they learn their traits, they can roll over them and manipulate them. Because they're so caught up in their feelings, they're not looking left and right to other things. They get so caught up. You know, they get so caught up. You know how people say that they can be matized, or you could be, you know, just caught up in the rapture of love. And when a Cancer is caught up in the rapture of love, the Cancers that I know personally, when they are caught up in the rapture of love, they don't see things. They don't see things. They will cross the road whistling and not see that the light turned green. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? Please tell me if I'm wrong, Sam, because the Cancers I know, including the one I'm married to, that's how it is. When you're happy, 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 you don't see things. You don't. That's why you have to have good people or good things around you. Because I tell you this, Mr. ElCid was so happy one time in the garden, he didn't even notice that something was slithering right past him until the dog got to it. Okay? Until the dog got to it. Hey, the Duchess, glad to see you. Glad to have you on the live. I haven't seen you in a bit. Hope everything is doing well. Okay? We were talking about horoscopes or knowing your sign, if that is a good thing to help people learn how to navigate through life or in relationships or learn how to relate to you. And we're talking about sensitive Cancers because we have a few Cancers in the midst, and I'm married to a Cancer, even though I'm a fire sign. Okay. Now, the good thing with that is that the Cancer can, you know, use that, you know, water to kind of like stop me from going into supernova status. Okay. But I didn't find any value at first in knowing what is it, your sun and geez Louise, your sun and moon signs. Your sun and moon signs, until I found out what mine were, and I said, daggone it, it clicked. It clicked. I think we see things, but we're always hoping people will follow our lead and lead into our kind side. Sam, why do you sound like Mr. ElCid? Okay? Why do we sound like him? I just want you to follow my lead and just be more, you know, hospitable and more sensitive. Why? We can't both be sensitive. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Sam, oh, golly, Sam, you sound like an echo. We can't both be sensitive. We both, all, you know, might drown. Okay. Hey, Mimi, glad to see you. We be the same sign. Yes, Mimi. We are you and me, or you and Sam, Mimi? Because I'm a fire sign, and you know Ari's here with the air. Okay, Ari's here with the air, and we found out that Moondust Angel is a fire sign as well. You know, but when I found that sun, whatever you're rising and setting, oh me, okay, your fire sign Aries, yes. But when we done, we done. But it takes a lot for y'all to be done, Sam. It takes a lot, Sam, for y'all to be done. Y'all Cancers take forever to be done. And even when you're done, if that person needs you, you still gonna run. Come running back to you. I mean, running, and not in a romantic way, but even in a friend's way. Oh, you were my friend and you need me now. I can forgive you for this moment. I'm gonna still help you. But you know, when this is over, I'm going be back to not being your friend. Your water, Cheryl Davis. Oh, you're a water sign, just like Cancers. Yep, Team Aries, Mimi. Woohoo! How did you find out your sun and moon sign? Girl, I had to go do a chart thing, and I have a girlfriend that's into it, so I wanted to figure it out for myself and then have her do it. And you know, it was bad. It's bad. It's bad. It is a bad. It is too much. Let's put it that way. You're a Scorpio, Cheryl Davis. So my biological grandfather, the one that was, very short, he was an Aries, and then my grandmother's second husband, who was just about 5'9" her height, he was a Scorpio. Oh, I learned a lot about y'all though, Cheryl. Ooh, 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 ooh. But we were thick as thieves, and that is a bad thing. When my Aries self and my Scorpio grandfather got into things, nobody would know about it until we were done. Nobody would have a clue, and we are able to, like, have projects. Like, my grandmother said she wanted a garden, and we went to the store, and we planned, and we got everything set up, so all she had to do was throw the seeds, and she's a Capricorn, throw the seeds in the dirt. Throw the seeds in the dirt, and that's all. And we were thick as thieves. We used to be, partners in crime. Partners in crime. That was my grandfather, that he will go through the store, go to the grapes first, and he'll eat the grapes. And then he'll go back and get a whole package. I said, well, we need to weigh you at the door, sir. We need to weigh you coming in and weigh you leaving. You're a grudge holder. Once crossed, you're wrong. I don't look back. Hey, then that tells me that you got something in your, what they would say, you have something in your moon, sun landscape that causes that. Because Mr. ElCid ain't a grudge holder. He gonna be hurt, but he ain't a grudge holder. He ain't a grudge holder. Members, let me, remind me, members, okay? I'll let you know, Mr. ElCid and I, our first trip, an ex of his called while we were on our trip, and I will let you know that story in members, okay? Members, on Monday, y'all need to remind me about the ex call on my first trip with Mr. ElCid, okay? My mom's a Cancer. I'd be ready to jump in, but she be keeping oh, tell me, Mimi, constantly. She need to get the sand medicine. She need to get the sand medicine of being a grudge holder. Oh my God, they keep folks coming back, giving them a chance. Well, that was then. Now we have, and Mr. ElCid grew up in the church, so it's all about forgiveness and, being good to people. And they have fallen, but they are not unworthy. Oh my word. Oh, here's people I know be throwing people in dirt. Yes, I will. But I've learned to tune that. My mom's a Virgo, and it's organized chaos and judgment. My mother is, I'll forgive, but I don't forget. Okay, Cheryl. Okay. That was my grandfather. Combo sensitive and emotional thing. That's why I hold grudges, right? I'll just act like you never existed if you cross me. You need to look at your sun and moon thing, because I have a lot of my Aries traits, but the problem is I have another fire sign. And what is I have an earth sign. Yeah, I have an earth sign I think my rising, and then my setting is another fire sign. And the two fires is what got me in my youth. I'll end up feeling like, as nice as I am and you want to treat me unkindly, yeah, Mr. ElCid ain't got that. He will eventually, but if they call him up, yeah, he will. What signs are my kids? That's where we butt heads, Moon Dust Angel. That's where we butt heads. In a good way. Because I learned to harness their fire. And so that's the funny thing. Okay. That's the funny thing. My kid signs are also my moon and sun signs. So that's real weird. Real weird. My eldest is a Taurus. But my great-grandmother was a Taurus, so I have some experience. My great-grandmother was a Taurus. I have a lot of experience with that. You will not move a Taurus unless they are ready to be moved, or unless you convince them to be moved. When you talk about Taurus and you say bull, this is my experience with them. When you say bull, that bull is not moving because you want him to move. You have to convince them that is a good decision. And then they will move. Then um my youngest is a Sagittarius. My youngest is a Sagittarius. So those are my moon, and I think it is Sagittarius. Yeah, it is Sagittarius. Exactly. My husband is Mimi. Mimi, and you got to convince them? This chat fam is the best. I feel so welcome here. For me to interact as much as I do here is huge for me. Well, we're glad you're here, Sam. We're glad you found your chat fam, your L citizenship. Uh, but yes, those Tauruses, you got to convince them, and then you got to figure out what their drive is. Oh, okay, okay, Mimi, no problem. Check with me in the post and check offline. I'm gonna help you, you know, figure out, the key to unlock the puzzle. Okay. Okay. We ain't gonna talk about that no more. But yes, my kids are my signs as well. So my rising and setting, whatever. So yes, Taurus and Sagittarius. That is too funny. And for Mr. ElCid is more into numerology. He thinks numbers have meaning. It is very, very interesting, because my birth date, my actual birth date was, well, he believes in numerology, but for my first husband, my actual birth date on my 16th birthday, for my first husband, he was getting married. That was his wedding day. Okay, my first husband, my birth date. I had a 16th birthday party. He was getting married to someone else in his late teens. Okay, Mr. ElCid is all about numerology. He loved this thing. But then m- uh, his divorce from his first wife, the date was finalized on our first child's birthday. Very interesting. Mr. ElCid is all about this numerology, numbers, and what numbers mean and how it relates to other people. A lot of pampering, Mimi. I thought you told me to stop talking about it. Yes, a lot of pampering. You got to coax. You got to coax. But when you find out what the coaxing, how to coax, when to coax, and not over coax, then you can move them the way you wish to move them. But yes, they may think they're not sensitive, but they are very sensitive. Think of Ferdinand the Bull, y'all. Okay, do y'all remember that old story, Ferdinand the Bull? That's what Mimi's talking about. Ferdinand the Bull. Okay. Yes, Mimi. Yes, I'm with you, Mimi. Yes, and the difference, Mimi, is that you have more of a partnership. You are on the same level. For me, the difference is a parent-child relationship, and now that he's a young man, it's the dynamic is changing. So again, even as a young child, I'm having to figure out how to move you. But I had some experience with my great grandmother. But when they're coming into their own, you are not their only influence. So I had to learn gradually into who he is now. Because y'all, today he come, Mom, I think I'm ready to start my YouTube channel. Okay. What are you going to talk about? Who are you going to talk to? Okay. Got your ear to the phone. We gonna need to get you some earbuds. You like numbers too? 7 is your number? Yeah, yeah. Mr. ElCid likes 9. Mr. ElCid likes 9. I tell y'all, this is the second Cancer I have been married to. Second one. And to let y'all know something really wild, y'all, this is how y'all know really, really wild. And y'all, members, remind me to tell you another birthday connection in membership. But Mr. ElCid is only 4 days older than my first husband. 4 days. I said, daggone it. After we're in this, I'm like, after we were dating for a while, I'm like, when is your birthday? Because mine is coming up. He's like, oh, I said, what year? Oh, golly, another Cancer. No. But hey, once a Cancer latches on, though, Sam, you better tell him, once a Cancer latches on, they latch on. Okay? It's like a barnacle. And even if you scrape them off, they still gonna be there. Even if you scrape them off, still gonna be there. Y'all, let's break this up a little bit. You know, we always play a game. We always play a game around here, okay? And it's a guessing game. You know, I can't say the name of the show, you know, the feuds of the family. We play a game. Name something that you get checked in a house before you buy it. Name something that you get checked in a house before you buy it. Okay, let me see what y'all have to say. Name the top 4 things. Name something you get checked in a house before you buy it. The fridge? No, we buying the house. It may not even come with a fridge. Buying the whole house, Ari. What do we check in the house? On the house, outside the house, about the house. Structural engineering. Look at the big brain on Brad. I just had to say that, Moondust Angel. I'll take that for foundation. That's number 4. Roof is number 1. Thank you, Mimi and Sam. Air conditioning, close. Water pressure, I'll take that, Cheryl, for plumbing. That is number 2. So number 1, roof. Number 2, plumbing. And number 4, foundation. I'm looking for number 3. I'm looking for number 3, y'all. Looking for number 3. As I said, name something about a house you check out before you buy it. Come on now. Pests? Nope. Water heater? Nope. Nope. Not an infestation? Nope. No. Come on now. For those of you who it's not just about the house. You go and check what? What about the house? Property line, closets. Hey, Miss Boogie Down. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. Okay. Miss Boogie Down's birthday was earlier this week, or was it last week? I can't actually remember right now. Property line is close. I'm gonna take property line, you know, for it's thank you. It is the neighborhood, not at night, just the neighborhood. So let's review. Name something you get checked in a house before you buy it. It is number 1 was roof. Number 2 is plumbing. Number 3 is neighborhood. Number 4 is foundation. You did on Sunday. Awesome. Hey, Tay Mitchell. Glad to see you. Glad to have you here. So, y'all, here's another one. Name something that couples fight over the use of. Name something that couples fight over the use of. Hey, K Sharp, glad to see you. Check the foundation. Yes, you got to check that foundation. The TV is number 2, Sam. Sam's on a roll, y'all. Sam's on a roll. TV, yep. Bathroom is number 4. Thank you, Mimi. Closets and bathroom. Well, you know, there's nothing in the house anymore. So number 2 is TV. Number 4 is bathroom. So again, these aren't the bed, the car. Yes, car is number 1. Not the bed. The toilet left up and left the seat down. Nope. Computer, no. All these things are need to give you all a hint. How do you get all these things? So we already have number 1, car. Number 2, TV. Number 4, bathroom. How do we get these things? Name something couples fight over the use of. Well, I will take bills for the money. Thank you. For the money. For the love of money. Yes, the money. So name something that couples fight over the use of. Number 1 is car. Number 2 is TV. Number 3 is money. And number 4 is bathroom. Name a food you would expect to find at every roadside restaurant in America. Right, who bought them? Yes. Name a food that you expect to find in every roadside restaurant in America. Name the food. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Burgers. Yes, number 1. Chicken is number 4. French fries is number 2. Not chili, but you're close. You're close. So we already have burgers number 1, French fries number 2, and chicken number 4. Thank you, Miss Boogie Down. Woohoo! Hot dogs is number 3. So yes, food that you'd expect at every roadside restaurant in America. Number 1 is hamburger. Number 2 is fries. Number 3 is hot dogs. And number 4 is chicken. Now, here's one this is going to be the last one. This is for a little bit of laughs. If people shrunk 1 inch for every time they told a lie, name one occupation where it would be in danger of them disappearing. If people shrunk an inch, basically they're asking if they lied all the time and they lost height, what occupation will they be in the danger of disappearing? Politician is number 2, Cheryl Davis. You came out like, I got it. Politician. Lawyer is number 1, Duchess. Number 1. Not doctor, but yes, definitely lawyer was number 1. Lawyer is number 1. Politician is number 2. Name basically think about where height matters. Where does height matter? Okay. What occupations does height really matter? Well, we said politician, okay? Lawyer or bloodsucker with a briefcase. Well, that bloodsucker with a briefcase, Munda Stangel, I'll take that for the salesperson, which is number 4. Yes, sports, an athlete. Yes, an athlete. So we got them all. Mechanic, they might be best for a mechanic to shrink because they could get into all the parts better. If people shrunk an inch for every time they lie, name one occupation would be in danger of disappearing. 1 was lawyer, 2 was politician, 3 is athlete, and 4 is the salesperson. Cops or a judge, hey, that'll be bad too. That'll be bad too. So that were the 4 pieces of the game I brought up. So is there anything else y'all want to talk about today? We talk about the post. We talk about the zodiac signs. We talked about the handsome men. They were tough this week. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam. I'm gonna have to blame the Taurus in the household for that because he was sitting with me when I chose them. So we're gonna blame him for that. So we started off today talking about the beautiful women that y'all suggested. That were absolutely gorgeous ladies that y'all put in the post for me to find pictures of. Remember, I said, give me beautiful ladies, handsome men for this week. And y'all came through with these ladies, okay? Y'all came through with these ladies, and y'all came through with these gentlemen. Y'all came through. I learned quite a lot. There are a few people I did not know. And that's why I did it too, because hey, sometimes we don't know, okay? And Cheryl, I'm now going to leave here and leave you blaming me, okay? I don't see her here, okay? I don't see her here. But she's the reason y'all kicked in the doors last week, okay? Y'all kicked in the door. She kicked in the door last week and, caused us to talk about something else. Don't tell her I told you, Cheryl. It was Rosho that told me about, Sean Blakemore. And that's why I got distracted and Billy D's not on the list and Sophia Loren ain't there. So I'm going to blame Rosho, okay? If you go back to the post, it's there under her name. Okay. But don't tell her I told you. Are men too emotional these days or not enough? Girl, it depends on the man. It depends on the man. Where you going with that, you better watch Love is Blind Denver. You better watch Love is Blind Denver, because to me, some people can be overly emotional, but then that's subjective. I think the gentleman that's there that's like overly emotional, I just like, oh my gosh, it's too much. But then if they're overly emotional, you don't have to wonder what they're thinking or wonder how they're feeling. Because if y'all are watching Love is Blind Denver, there's a man that's very exuberant. And then there's one that was sitting there quietly crying. And if you want to know which one, I prefer the overly exuberant, because Mr. Quiet Cry, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know how you're going to get that emotion out later. that quiet cry, Brendan, quiet crying was worse for me. Nick comes in and like, I'm getting married. And everybody was like this. You'd swear they were visiting a mausoleum. Unlike UK, Love is Blind UK, where Damola came and congratulated Javin, and he came and he said, "Hey man, let's celebrate him. Let's celebrate his engagement. Let's not be moping around for me." The men weren't having that. They were moping around in Denver for Brendan rather than congratulating Nick. Only Patrick came up and gave him a handshake, and then Patrick went right back to sit by Brendan to mope about the love that he lost. Hey, but Nick, careful what you wish for. Annie, careful what you wish for. Okay. But y'all, I still have to figure out when I'm going to do a live. The episodes are wild. I don't want any of them to actually like each other. I agree with you. I want to do a weekly live. Here's what I was going to do one on Sunday. I may still do one on Sunday. But if I do it on Sunday, it'll be 8:00 in the evening. I already have noon is going to be Married at First Sight UK, and I've been showing y'all the clips. Also we have France, and if you see a live at like around 3:00 on Sunday, that's just after the Love is Blind France reunion is supposed to air, so I'm going to watch it live in front of everyone. So if you want to watch it with me and y'all in the chat while I'm watching it on my smaller screen, that will be fine. But I'm getting used to doing that. But I'll still have a live to talk about the reunion the following Saturday. But if we do in Denver, I may end up doing one 8:00 at night on Sunday for Denver. I dislike doing 3 lives of the week, but I think Saturday gonna be too soon. If I was going to do, I'll do Saturday at 5:00. So y'all tell me what y'all prefer. Do you want Saturday at 5:00? Or do you want Sunday at 8? Which would you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Let me know which one would you prefer. I want to do a weekly live, and I can make it at 5:00 regularly. Okay. I can make it 5:00 regularly each week. Cheryl Davis says Saturday. Cheryl Davis said, all of y'all who ain't seen all 6 episodes, you're slacking off. This is what Cheryl is saying. I'm not saying it. You're slacking off, and you need to get it together by Saturday for us to do this daggone live. Get it together, people. That's what Cheryl said. Okay. I hope you heard her and not me. Okay. Sam says, I'm all caught up. Sunday works best, but I can do Saturday. I ain't watching that version, so don't matter to me. Okay. Sunday works for me. Oh, okay. Cheryl said it first, though. I'm going to have to test it out Saturday then. Cheryl not only said it first, but I already have 2 lives. Cheryl said, yeah, that's right. That's right. Get it together. There'll be no slacking around here because I got all 6 episodes watched, filmed, edited, and posted in 2 days. Ain't going to be no slacking around here for any viewers. That's what Cheryl kind of, embodied me for a moment. So what I'll probably do is I'll accommodate Cheryl this week. Okay, Cheryl? I'm probably do it Saturday. Oh, K Sharp is asking for grace. I was watching Interview with a Vampire, Jacob Anderson. I would add to the list. This is the first time I've watched a Love is Blind season and thought none of them like each other. Moondust Angel, you have missed out. You have missed out. You've missed out. She's like, that's right, blame me. Y'all, why am I acting like I'm wrapping up? We haven't even done the music. Y'all are acting like I need to wrap up. We just getting started. We talked about the people, the zodiac signs. I'm going to blame Sam for that. And we ain't even got to the music. Hey, Lady T-Bug, glad to have you here. I hope you're going live later. Lots to talk about. If y'all want true crime and what's going on out there in the whole, crime syndicate arena, please go check out Lady T-Bug's channel. So music, 1962. Y'all almost made me forget about it. So number 10 in All Around. This is All Around. The music is 1962. Okay. 5 p.m. PST. No, Sam. No, Sam, it ain't. Oh, yes, Lady T-Bug's going live. So I'm gonna be on the front porch later. Okay, that's where y'all can find me. What did you say about the Leos? I didn't say nothing about the Leos. We were just talking about fire signs. My mama's a Leo. I know how y'all behave. Um, Sam, it could be 5 o'clock. It'll be probably EST because 8 o'clock at night gonna be kind of late. Mama's a Leo. I know how y'all behave. Imagine Mama's a Leo, I'm an Aries, and Grandmama is a Capricorn, and great grandmama is a Taurus. Imagine all them women together. My mama is an Aries like you. I said, oh, like me? Like me? Oh, oh, you must love your mama. Okay. um, so number 10 is the Shirelles. This is 1962, y'all. I don't know much of the music. My parents weren't even legal, okay? The Shirelles, Soldier Boy is number 10. I don't know much about the Shirelles, okay? I don't know much about the Shirelles. Thank you, Sam. I will schedule it for probably 5 o'clock on Saturday. Number 9. Leos want all the attention. Always in. Always. You need to add that part, Moondust Angel. Okay? Leos want all the attention, always, and in always. Add that part. So Soldier Boy, the Shirelles is number 10. Number 9, we all know this one, is Chubby Checker, The Twist. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Grab a girl by the hand and go like this. Come on now. The Twist, we all know that. Number 8 is The Sensations, Let Me In. Y'all, this is the top 10 songs of 1962. You love The Twist, Sam? I'm glad you love The Twist. That's a great weight loss around the thing. Oh no for the attention. We ain't saying, I have never seen a Leo sit in a corner for a party. I will tell you that much. You love vintage music. I think the songs You Will Still Love Me Tomorrow is the best one they have. Oh, okay. Okay. Number 7 is, we know Little Eva, The Locomotion. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Little Eva, The Locomotion is number 7. Number 6 is Shelly Fabares, Johnny Angel. I never heard that song before. I never heard of that song before. Johnny Angel, number 6 by Shelly Fabares. Never heard of it. That's facts. We love to dance. I'm telling you, you ain't got to be loud, but you're going to be out there on the dance floor. You're going to be under the hot lights. Come on now. Okay. Oh, Cheryl Davis, she knows these songs. Cheryl, come on now. Come on. I'm trusting you. Number 5 is The Stripper. That's the name of the song, y'all. That's the name of the song, The Stripper by David Rose. I said I gotta go listen to that one. Or She Was Mary on the Donna Reed show. Shelly Fabares. Okay, okay. I'm bopping now, listening to the lineup. Oh, hey, 1962. My parents weren't legal. I don't know most of them, Moondust Angel. I don't know most of them. I wasn't around. I wasn't thought of. I wasn't even on my way to being conceived. Number 4, Bobby Vinton, Roses Are Red, My Love. Roses are red, my love. Dun, 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 dun. That's what came to my head when I heard that song. Bobby Vinton, Roses Are Red, My Love is number 4. Now, I don't know. I only know one, partially. Dee Dee Sharp is number 3 with Mashed Potato Time. Mashed Potato Time. Dee Dee Sharp is number 3. I don't know what Mashed Potato Time. Violets are Blue. Oh, Red, my love. There you go. Thank you, Cheryl Davis. Mashed Potato Time is number 3 with Dee Dee Sharp. Number 2 is somebody we will recognize. Ray Charles is at number 2. This is 1962. This is when Ray Charles was absolutely out there. It was I Can't Stop Loving You. I Can't Stop Loving You by Ray Charles. This is good. Hearing this list of music. My parents were 10 and 8. Girl, my parents were younger. My parents were way younger. I doubt if I called my mother, she would know these songs. I Can't Stop Loving You. Yes, that was one of his classics, wasn't it? I Can't Stop Loving You. Ray Charles. Love her song, Give Me Gravy. Okay. Okay. Give you gravy to go with the mashed potato time. Number one of that time is Acker Bilk. Acker, Acker Bilk with Stranger on the Shore. I don't know that song. That was number one of 1962. Stranger on the Shore by Acker Bilk. Bilk. That is the top 10 of 1962. Now let's go straight into the R&B. Y'all, we starting the music real late today. You know, I had to do the top 20 for R&B because there's some people we need to capture. Okay, this is our time. Of course, rap was not around, so there's no rap for this category in 1962. So that's why I did 20, because B.B. King comes in at 20 with Don't Play That Song, You Lied. Don't Play That Song by B.B. King is number 20. I vaguely remember it when I heard a little bit, but okay. That was number 20. Number 19 is The Twist with Chubby Checker. And I was like, why is that so low down? Don't make sense, not to me, but hey, I'm gonna keep it there. Come on, baby, let's do The Twist. Number 18 is The One Who Really Loves You by Mary Wells. Now that one I kind of remember. I'm like you, Cheryl Davis, with the kind of remember. Kind of remember The One Who Really Loves You by Mary Wells. It was a Motown song. Now, number 17 is James Brown and the Famous Flames, Night Train. I said this is why I had to do 20, or else we wouldn't have heard from James Brown, okay? Wouldn't have heard from James Brown. Night Train is number 17, James Brown and the Famous Flames. Number 16 is I Need Your Lovin' by Don Gardner and Dee Dee Ford. Baby, I need your lovin', got to have all your lovin'. Number 16. Da, 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 da. Y'all, if you listen to it, you would know that song by Don Gardner and Dee Dee Ford. I Need Your Lovin' is number 16. Cheryl is starting to give us the heads up. You remember my guy? Okay. Number 15 is Soldier Boy by the Shirelles. Remember, we already heard that in the top 10. Soldier Boy by the Shirelles, it was number 15 at the time. Now, number 14 is Barbara George. I Know You Don't Love Me No More. I said, daggone it, girl. At least you know he don't love you no more. At least you know he don't love you no more, my girl. So Barbara George is number 14 with I Know You Don't Love Me No More. Number 13 was at 1962. Etta James comes in at number 13. See why I had to go to 20? See why I couldn't just do 15? I would have missed James Brown. I might have missed Etta James if I did 10. Etta James has Something's Got a Hold on Me. Something's Got a Hold on Me. 1962, Etta James, number 13. Something's Got a Hold on Me. I know, I think that is the song, one of the songs the movie was based, Beyonce sang in the movie. I think that's one of the songs Beyonce sang in the movie. I think so. I'm not sure, but I will see it. Yep, Something's Got a Hold on Me. I got a feeling. I feel so strange. Everything seems to have changed. Step by step, I got a brand new walk. I even sound sweeter when I talk. No, that was not the song that she sang in the movie. Okay. So number 12 is Twisting the Night Away by Sam Cooke. I don't remember that song from Sam Cooke. Or you remember, Etta? Okay. I don't remember Twisting the Night Away with Sam Cooke. But hey, everybody was doing the twist at that time, so I ain't mad at him. That was number 12. Sam Cooke, Twisting the Night Away. Now, number 11, Gene Chandler, Duke of Earl. Yes, her best song was At Last. Well, most people know At Last. I don't think that's her best song, but you know, I don't think that's her best song. But I like Etta when she was singing about, when she saw that man getting married to that other woman. That to me is Etta's best, but hey. Number 11 is Duke Earl by Gene Chandler. I know some Temptation songs since I was not born yet. I understand, Ari. My parents ain't even met yet. Number 10 is You'll Lose a Good Thing, Barbara Lynn. You'll Lose a Good Thing by Barbara Lynn. And Ari, the reason why some of these songs, when I listened to it, I could hear the sample of current songs. And that's why I said, 62, I ain't mad at it. Number 9 was Claudine Clark, Party Lights. Number 9. Now, number 8, I saw the name of the song and I was like, ooh, I know that song. I don't know that song. I forgot it was 1962. Number 8 is Snap Your Fingers. I was like, ooh, snap your fingers, do the step. You could do it all by yourself. There's like, no. That is not the Snap Your Fingers. This is Joe Henderson's Snap Your Fingers. This is good soul music, Snap Your Fingers. This is not rap. Okay? So Snap Your Fingers was the name of a song all the way back in 1962. Number 8, Snap Your Fingers, Joe Henderson. Now, number 7, Any Day Now by Chuck Jackson. Any Day Now by Chuck Jackson was at number 7. Number 6, I guess this is Moondust Angel's favorite, Mashed Potato Time, D.D. Sharp. Number 5 is James Brown and the Famous Flames, Lost Someone. I think that was one of his slow ballads. Lost Someone at number 5 by James Brown and the Famous Flames. Number 4 is Bring It On Home to Me, Sam Cooke. Now that one I remember. Bring It On Home to Me, Sam Cooke. Now number 3, y'all. These are the ones I was hoping was going to be on the list, and they were. Number 3, the Isley Brothers. Twist and Shout. Now, their Twist and Shout is a little different, but this is when they kind of kicked in the door. The Isley Brothers, Twist and Shout. Now, my favorite Isley song is Footsteps in the Dark, but that's just me. But the Isley Brothers are number 3 with Twist and Shout. Cheryl Davis is like, yes. Isley Brothers, they look completely different, but they're aging like wine. Number 2 is Ray Charles, I Can't Stop Loving You. We just heard Ray Charles. Now he's number 2 on the R&B chart. Number 1 on this R&B chart is Soul Twist by King Curtis. Lady T-Bug says, I like the way you receive me. Oh, I Can't Stop Loving You. Okay. Number 1 is Soul Twist by King Curtis. I couldn't remember that one. But if it's famous in 62, it must have been playing all over the place. But that certainly hasn't, to me, transcended all the way now to current. Like some of the other songs. Okay? Yeah, Soul Twist by King Curtis is number 1. It stayed on the number 1 R&B ranking for 92 weeks. No, 92 weeks. Yeah, not 92 weeks. Sorry. It was number 1 92 times for the year. Yeah. Yeah, Cheryl David. I don't know. Isley Brothers 62 was their time. 62 was the Isley Brothers time. I didn't know many on this list, just a couple of artists. I know, Sam, I didn't either. I was hoping y'all could give me the blueprint. This is the first, other than covering the whole 60s, this is the first, 1960 something that I covered in the whole list. Because before that, the earliest I did was 75. Yeah. I have a whole list. 1975 was, the furthest back I went. But I was hoping the Isley Brothers were there, but I was hoping for another song because that was their time. The 60s were their time. Dee Dee Sharp also did Foolish Fool. Is that the Fool in Love one? Is that the Fool in Love one, Cheryl Davis? I wonder. But yeah, that King Curtis Soul Twist, I was like, okay. If y'all watch King's Court, y'all know which king in King's Court used to do that. Okay. But y'all, I am trying, members, y'all know I let y'all know first. This week, it feels like a whole week already. This past week, I had an interview with EJ from Match Me Abroad. I hope you'll check that out. It's about 30 minutes long. It was quite a delight when EJ certainly reached out to me on social media. I thought the person reaching out to me was a scam at first. I did not believe EJ all the way from Singapore was going to even look at or bless my humble channel, but he did, and he was here. We had a good, quick conversation, talked about the show, talked about his life, who he is, because we only saw a little bit of EJ on the show from episode 8 on. I also, as I said, mentioned King's Court. I also have an interview on the channel with interviewing Queen Catherine on King's Court. So please check that out. And my first interview was with Ready to Love's member, Cam. Cam is going around talking to Crystal XO. He also talked to Little Black Book 91. So, please, you could check out those interviews as well. So I have 3 interviews, but I did reach out to other cast members. Now that folks have reached out to me, I have found the wherewithal to go out there and kind of seek out and say, hey, if you would like to come to my channel, would you please consider it? I have done that. So we shall see who would respond. And if you are a castmate of any of the shows that we cover or any of the ones we don't cover here on this channel, you're certainly welcome to come. We want to know about who you are as a person and how you got to the show, about your experience on the show and your, how you navigated on the show that we saw. And, let us know what you're working on right now. So we are very welcoming. As you see, we're a fun bunch. Okay. We're a funny bunch. We're a little bit of sensitive. We're a little bit of dance on the dance floor. And we're a little bit of shade. Okay. Thank you, K Sharp. Yes, it was a great interview with EJ. I'm not sure many of the ladies heard me, K Sharp, because a lot of the chat and a lot of the comments about how handsome EJ is, even when I kept reminding them that he now has a lady, and he said he has a lady in his life, and we're happy for him with that. They didn't want to hear it. They just talk about how handsome EJ is. Okay. But yes, definitely Match Me Abroad. If they come back with a season 3, I got to do it. But just, members, I'll let you know. I'll let the members know who I reached out to. So even if they don't come, at least you'll know who I reached out, who I'm hoping would come, and y'all can send y'all good citizens and delegate vibes out there so we can see if they will come and grace the channel. But y'all, thank you so much. I did come in wearing his he must have checked out our chat. He probably did. But that's as usual. I appreciate it. And if you see his social media stuff, the tank top is optional. Okay, ladies, I'm just giving that's some free information there, ladies. The tank top is optional on his social media. Okay? I'm just saying. He goes live on TikTok. Just let you know. His name is EJ Phillips. But y'all, thank you so much for being here for Unscripted. I thought this was going to be short, sweet, but we talked a lot. We started talking about the handsome ladies and the gents that y'all picked and put in the chat. And we talked about maybe sometimes, your zodiac sign could give a little insight. It's not all that you are, but gives a little insight as to who you are and how you react to some things. And then we covered the music. I almost forgot the music. I almost forgot I said 1962, but we are here. But y'all, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for spending your early Friday. And y'all know you're going to catch me on the front porch with Lady T-Bug later on tonight. because she got some true crime stuff. And if you don't know about Diddy's sentencing, I'm sure she's going to cover it. Have a good evening. Pick for Handsome and Daniel Ezra. Okay. I didn't get your comment, but we're going to get that next time. So y'all, thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next one.